So the kids have been super clingy all day, but I finally got a chance to record this. So it's actually January 2022, but I'm going back through all my emails and footage trying to figure out what happened in September because it was just so crazy at the time. Yes, I'm in the bathroom because the kids are asleep and I have nowhere else to record. Getting back to the point, our colour selection happened in September, so we locked that in. We were meant to go up to Coffs Coast Caravans, but it was literally in the middle of lockdown. 2 weeks before we went into lockdown and we couldn't go. We were pretty devastated because it was something we were really looking forward to and we knew it was going to have a very big visual impact on the van. I know that there's more important things when choosing a caravan, but the colours are important and we are going to be living in it, so it was something that we really wanted to nail. So Coffs Coast Caravans were really good about it. The lady we dealt with, Emma, went through all the colours with me on a FaceTime consult. She emailed back and forth for ages when I kept changing my mind and asking to see the metallic versus non-metallic and the matte colours. I'm sure it was a nightmare for them, but they were really good about it and they didn't whinge once about all my backward and forward emailing. So she sent lots of photos. We still to this day haven't seen the true colours, so it'll be really interesting to see the van when it actually comes, what it looks like. We actually don't know. So we've picked some whites and greys, but with the whites, I'm really hoping that they're cool whites and not warm white. I don't really know what tone they're going to throw. So we'll see. I'm really hoping that we nailed it. We did have a look at some other vans of people traveling, families and accounts on Instagram to try and get a gauge of what the colours looked like. So hopefully we've nailed it, but I'll just show you quickly the colours that we did choose for the caravan and what they're all called. So if you guys are doing colour selections, especially if you're doing it through distance or you have to do it online or FaceTime because of COVID lockdowns or because of restrictions or whatnot, then this is probably really good because you can see the colours in our van and what they look like and compare them. Okay, so for the flooring, we ended up going with the classic oak signature. The bottom cupboards, we went with a slate matte, and the overhead cupboards, we went with a white matte. We had the option to do the metallic version, the graphite version of those, which had like a slight shimmer to it, and we decided not to because we just didn't want too much shiny stuff in the van, I guess is the best way to say it. The splashback, we went with Arctic in the Xenolite, and the bench top we went with the natural Arlington oak. We wanted the floor and the bench top both to be timber but not to be too different, so we picked things that were just slightly different in their texture and colour but still related, if that makes sense. And then the lounge we did in the metal microfiber. I don't think we've given you a car update in a while. So we ordered the car back in February, a 76 series Land Cruiser. We were meant to get it in June, July. That was what we were first told.
Wow, cinnamon.
Yeah.
Hear that? Heard that?
What was that? And then we spoke to them around June, July, saying what's the go, like when are we going to get it? They said, oh, you'll get it in September. So we waited till a bit closer to then, spoke to them again, and we had to confirm details on what we wanted anyways. You're cheeky. Been in correspondence with them anyway about, you know, the winches and the mirrors and the things that we wanted installed on the car. And then when it got closer to September, they said, oh no, actually we don't know when it's coming, maybe November, but we're not sure. No. Gus has gone to find a digger. Hopefully we get through this quickly. He's back. There's a book.
Where's
Oh dear. So yeah, we got closer to September and they said, oh, maybe November, it might be here, might be getting put into production. And so I just said, listen, you need to be clearer than that. We need to know what's going on. You need to be straight with us. And then I ended up speaking to the manager, and it wasn't good news, but at least he was really clear cut and told me what was going on. So he said, we have a list and there's like an N1 or whatever the code is, which means that it's due for production, but it hasn't actually been given a production date. And then it moves to like A1 or whatever it is when it actually has been set in stone. So he said, you're an N1, so it's planned for November. He said, but in all honesty, it's probably not going to be until January at this stage. And until it becomes an A1, then it's not actually getting put into production. Like, it's not guaranteed. That's where we're at with the car. Hopefully it arrives. I mean, at this stage we could get our van before our car, which would just be shitty, because imagine having that van just sitting there in the driveway and you can't tow it with anything. Yes, that's the update for the car. Hopefully it will be here early next year, but by the sounds of it, they don't even know what's going on. We'll see. And not to have a dig at like the company we bought it off, the franchise we bought it off, because I know there are shortages all around the world. It's just more the communication and being straight with us about what's going on, because we need to plan. You mummy's boy.